Hello, everyone, and welcome to Loudon, New Hampshire. Here for, I believe it is, yes, the New Hampshire 101 here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We are getting ready to go racing here, the Jackal Racing Network. The Cup Series is next. Let's see who we got here. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and pull someone over here for an interview. Then we'll go ahead and pull Crimson over here, if I can. Let's see if I can. Can I do it? I can. All right, so we got the driver in the number 93 here. This is Crimson. And Crimson, you here? You got him?
Yeah, hello.
All right, we got him. Hello. So, what are your thoughts ahead here of the New Hampshire 101 from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm excited. Starting a little deep in the field, but lots of the guys in front of me didn't show up, so we're just gonna try. Having some lag issues today, but depending on, I'm gonna hope it goes well. I feel like I have decent speed for clean run. Just gonna try and stay out of trouble because this season's been rough so far.
Absolutely. So, what do you think is going to be the main factor here in determining who might win this race at the end of the night?
I mean, later on, right now, I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain probably around the second half of this race, so I definitely think that's gonna throw a screw in things, and we'll see who's
Absolutely.
better in the rain. I don't think anyone has any practice with that, so it's going to be interesting.
It would make it very, very interesting. It'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. I'm interested to see you race through the field today. So good luck to you.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Put him back down there. And there he goes. All right, so I believe it's just going to end up being 101 laps. The ticker's still off, but I believe it's just going to be 101, which will be interesting. 150, I lied. Don't listen to me. So that will happen. As you heard Crimson say, there is the threat of some potential rain later in the afternoon towards the second half of this race. That'll be interesting and will play a massive factor and could potentially flip this race upside down on its head depending on what happens when it comes time to see what happens with the rain. I guess while we're sitting here waiting to go green, we're gonna have a look at the points real quick. Smart Coder currently the points leader, 357 points and 3 wins to his credit. He's 88 points, a commanding lead out front of Sleesher, who's at 269. 91 points behind Smart Coder is Trainwreck. Behind him is Yikes Piano, and then Super Soldier is in 5th place. The top 5, more specifically, 2nd through 5th, are pretty close to each other. Wouldn't necessarily put Smart Code in the same zip code, excuse me, as everybody else. With that 88-point commanding lead, obviously it could change a lot here, especially with the threat of some weather in the afternoon. It's always interesting to see what happens, especially in these strategy or tire run races. All right, as the cars begin to roll off here, they roll off the pit lane. And the cars come to a stop on the back straightaway as we get everybody caught up here. As I think we got everybody. Looks like it. All right. As the cars begin to roll once again, currently we're having a look at the Smart Coder number 12 machine, the Cash App Visa Red Bull machine that would be. And behind him, I believe, yes, that is Super Soldier, the USAA Ford Mustang. That's the number 8. Starting behind him, the number 33. And apologies since I don't know these. Oh, I got it right. That's Polar Gar. I have no idea if I said that right. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I really am. To his outside, gonna guess again. I don't know. Oh. Oh. I'm choking. Oh, so it's 21 Sleesher. I'm sorry. In the number 21 machine, the Xfinity Toyota. And then behind him, the number 28. We're just going to take another guess here. Yep, that's NASCAR's Awesome. And number 28, Toyota behind. His outside, the number 93 is Crimson Incel. And then rounding out the field at the back, if I've done this right, is, yep, that is Brian Nassau Space. The number 9, Chevrolet. The field coming around turn number 4. Getting ready to go green flag racing. Time by here. Coming to the restart zone. It is on the number 12 machine, and they are green flag racing here from Loudon, New Hampshire. New Hampshire 101 is underway. Smart Coder going to lead them down to the turn number 1. Here comes the number 8 down to the bottom side. He'll duck underneath the number 12 down the back straightaway for the first time this afternoon. It is a dogfight at the middle of the pack. Smart Coder with the big run down the back into 3. Oh, I froze. That's tragic. All right, there we go. So number 93 also back here in the back again. We talked to him just a minute ago. That is Crimson Incel, falling off the pace early. Definitely has plenty of time left to go, of course, as the field flashes into turn number 1 for the second time. This afternoon, Battle is up front for the race lead currently. As underneath of the number 12, I believe that, yep, that is Super Soldier in the number 8. He will duck underneath, not going to get there down the back straightaway. Sleesher to the outside this time. Into turn number 3, it is all Smart Coder. The battle is on for the second position. As up the track, rocking the third lane is the number 21 machine. The second lap goes on the board here. As now we'll have a look back to that second place battle. That is currently the battle between the number 8. As I say that, the number 8 takes a look into the corner underneath the number 12 there, Smart Coder, once again down the back straightaway. Super Soldier still not going to get there, but he's keeping the pressure on early. Once again, back into turn number 3. Having a look back at the battle for the third spot as we got one car hard in the wall. That was Crimson Incel. I believe he saves it. He does. That was almost a huge accident there. He blasted that outside wall pretty hard. Fortunately, keeps it rolling. We'll have a look back here to this battle. As I missed the battle for the lead, I apologize. As the number 8, he's still going to the outside here. He looks to the outside of Smart Coder. They're even down the back straightaway. A drag race to turn number 3. Smart Coder going to duck down to the inside. He's really far down the inside. Rolling the center. Big time goes Super Soldier to the race lead. Off of turn number 4. So Super Soldier, Smart Coder falls all the way back to 3rd. He might lose 3rd here to the number 28 if they get to fighting. As again, away with the race lead is Super Soldier. He's up the track out of turn number 2. Will allow Sleesher in the 21 to close as well as Smart Coder. They race hard, headed for turn number 3. Up the track just a little bit is Super Soldier. He's rocking the second lane, that second groove of that darker asphalt color. And now they'll head off of turn number 4 with the 21 to the inside. Not quite able to hold it to the inside. They put lap number 5 on the board onto lap number 6 as they send it down to turn number 1. An absolute dogfight in the middle of the pack. You see Smart Coder there. Oh, jeez. Smart Coder there going for the second position. What is happening? There it goes. Smart Coder down to the inside. He'll try to look there into turn number 3. Holds it right on that left rear quarter panel. Duck it to the inside. We'll see if he's able to get the spot as we got a couple of cars up the track off of turn number 4. One car on the outside wall. That was the number 9 of Brian NASA Space. Got in the outside wall pretty hard. As we get it back down to turn number 1 here, though, the number 12 Machine. Smart Coder going to clear over the number 21 of Sleesher once again. Down the back straightaway they'll head once more on lap number 7 out of 150. And diving deep into the corner is Sleesher in the 21. He'll really get in there. They're 3 wide for the race lead. Off of turn number 4, the fans come to their feet for the battle for the race lead as they cross across the start-finish line. Back down to turn number 1, the number 12. Looking back down to the inside once more. Smart Coder fell back a few laps ago, but he's not giving up that fight for the race lead. Off turn number 2, he's got the edge. Headed to turn number 3 once more. The number 12 duck it down to the inside, but the 8 continues to run that second lane. Not sure if it's really working for him just yet. He's moving to the outside, and he has been slowing down. We'll go ahead and see here anything interesting with his tires. He's at 91% on those front 2 tires. Really going to be one of looking at those front and right side tires here throughout this race. Those are going to be the most important. So you'll see there he's around the 90% range on those front tires. 96 range on the rears. As you can see, the brake discs glow as they slow down there, but you can move up to Smart Coder here at the front. I'm showing telemetry for the wrong driver. I broke it. I didn't realize I had to close it. There it goes. Alright. I did it. There it goes. And Smart Coder up front. You can see the difference in the tires here. Lower is the right front. He's at 93%. The rears are still at 98%. Smart Coder saving a ton of tire here early on. Trying to get the edge over the rest of the field. Number 8 of Super Soldier there continues to ride in the second spot. He moved down the track as he wiggles back up. He moves back up the track just slightly. And now looking to the inside is that number 21 of Sleesher. He'll duck back down as now the battle for the 3rd position is on. Crimson begins to move to the inside. He's worked his way through the field down the back straightaway. He looks for the 3rd position as they work their way back to turn number 3 for the 11th time this afternoon. The number 93 slides up. Not clear there. He goes way up the track, keeps it out of the outside wall. That's going to cost both of them a good bit of time. And they lose a lot of ground, not only to Sleesher, but now it allows the number 33 to the inside. I've got the wrong driver. I don't know who that is. Is that Polar? Yeah, it's Polar. And the number 33. That is the American Cancer Society Chevrolet. As Crimson actually ends up getting the worst end of that. He'll lose. He's not the one that, I can't speak. He lost the spot there, the number 33. As Super Soldier continues to work in that 3rd position, we'll move back up front here. As you see, Sleesher in the number 21 has closed the gap onto the number 12 of Smart Coder. Down back to turn number 1. The flames come out of the exhaust pipes. The 12 up the racetrack, working that second groove high lane. Not really the high lane, but what I would consider the high lane here at New Hampshire. They work down the back straightaway. Sleesher looking to close in. We'll have a look here. And you can see as he dives in big time, gives a bump to the back of the 12. He moves to the inside off of turn number 4. Right in front of the fans. Here they come for the race lead. Sleesher to the inside. He'll have the inside down to turn number 1. He'll dive back down into the corner. Can he clear this time? He will. Smart Coder looking to the outside. He's not able to hold it. Put the number 21 of Sleesher in the Xfinity Toyota to the front of the field. Now we're looking here. Smart Coder trying to look back down as Sleesher runs up the racetrack. Smart Coder back to the bumper. He is there once again. And they dive back down. It's number 1 car around off turn number 4. I saw it there. It was a white machine. It was the number 9 of Brian NASA Space. And I see Crimson Incels also back here. I didn't catch that. I apologize. It appears as though he also had a spin. I'm not sure what that might have been. Apologies for that. Back up to the front, though, we'll have a look. Fleischer has got the pressure mounting right now from the number 12. As the 12 is all over the back bumper, that number 21 as they cross the stripe. Headed for turn 1. The 12 looking to the outside. He wants to look to that outside. He'll take the low line, though. He looks high. And then he doesn't go back low this time. He'll be high on the outside of the corner. Not really getting the run I believe he anticipated. As he'll head for turn 3. The 12 is going to go to work once again. Moving closer to that back bumper. The number 21 rolls the center of the corner. Off of turn number 4. Coming to the stripe again. Give the lap to the number 21 Xfinity Toyota out front of the field. Now as he washes up the track, here comes the number 12 looking to the inside. He tries to hold it. The 21 runs it way down to the apron, and he's not able to stick it on the bottom. A little bit of a run here from the number 12. He's not going to be able to look by the time we get to turn 3. But he is there. And I should mention the 28 has fallen back quite a bit. Only the top 4 are currently really grouped up together, racing for position. Fleischer continues to lead as he has a great exit out of turn 4 that time. Oh, camera broke. There it goes. And he'll be able to pull away from the number 12 that as he entered turn number 1. I will see down the back straightaway this time. The number 12 not able to close in as much as I think he would have hoped to. And currently just watching this battle go on in the popcorn position back there. The Super Soldier as well as Polar. And as I say that, they go side by side for that's the wrong car. Good job. There they go side by side for a second. They'll enter turn number 1. We'll see if Polar is able to have a look this time by. He looks way high, enters way up the racetrack. That might just be part of the line he runs, trying to get a big run out of the corner, but give the spot the third place position currently the USAA Ford Mustang that is Super Soldier. Entering turn 3 this time. Or entering turn 3, I'm terrible. Here they come across the stripe anyway. Apologies. The number 8 continues to stretch that gap back out. As the field does begin to spread out just a little bit. Fleischer working away at the front of the field. The number 8 working away for the number 33. So the 33 slid just a little bit there off of the corner. And as you can see, working back to turn number 3 again. Super Soldier now clear of that number 33 machine of Polar. He's going to go ahead and go back on the charge, trying to catch up to the front 2 here, and that starts with your points leader of Smart Coder. As I say, that Smart Coder gains into turn 1 there, but he drives it in much deeper than Fleischer is currently, which is costing him on the exit, and it's also probably, if I had to guess, wearing his tires down. We'll have a look here. Fleischer, 82 and 81 on the fronts, and then if we go back to Smart Coder here, you can see they're at 82 and 83 actually. Smart Coder's ahead. I was incorrect. As they work down the front straightaway, the field's starting to string out just a little bit. As you can see, Smart Coder drive it into the corner once again. And now as we see, Smart Coder, he's up the track just a little bit. He was working high in that second lane. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but he did run well up the racetrack there. And now we go back down into turn number 1. I do see a couple of cars over on the other side of the track here. That's the 16. The 16 is a few laps down. I believe he joined the race late, if I am correct. He did. He is catching the back bumper of the Crimson Incel machine. Not that that will be for position, but he is closing in to the back bumper of that number 93 at the current point in time. Back up here at the front of the field. Oh, there it goes. At the front of the field. Schleicher continues to pull away. A Smart Coder grabs the outside wall out of turn number 2 there. Definitely do not believe that's what he was trying to do. Does that lead to any damage? It does not. Fortunately for the number 12 machine, it does not lead to any damage on that number 12, but he grabbed the wall big time off of turn number 2. Definitely not what he was looking for there. It was a massive crack to the outside wall. And especially so early in the race, definitely not what you're looking for. Really not what you're looking for at any point in the race, but especially this early on. As you see the 8 in the background there, Super Soldier, working in the 3rd lane in turn number 2 there. An impressive line he's got going on. He's definitely not running the same line as everybody else. He's been working higher up the racetrack most of the afternoon so far. And he's been making it work. Still up here in that podium position, running in the number 3 spot. And is continuing to pull away from the Polar number 33 machine behind him. Schleicher, though, at the front of the field again, continues to pull away from the Smart Coder number 12. As he'll exit turn number 2 once more. He's all by himself, kind of working out of the zip code of the number 12 and working towards a new town. Is the number 21. He's working to be the first one home to the checkered flag. Still a long way to go, though, early on here in New Hampshire. Let's go ahead and run through the field real quick. Schleicher here in the number 21, currently your race leader. Followed by Smart Coder in the number 12 machine. That's your points leader. He's currently running in that 2nd position. Behind him in the number 8 machine, that's Super Soldier. He runs in the 3rd spot. Polar is in the 4th spot in the number 33. Behind him is NASCAR is Awesome in the number 28 Toyota. And then working behind him, Crimson Incel in number 7, number 93 Chevrolet. Working behind him is Brian NASA Space, number 9 Chevrolet. And then rounding out the field 2 laps down, joining later, is Heg. I don't know how to say this name, but I guess they're just going to call him Heg in the number 16 machine. Let's see what it says here. It's Pink. My bad. Pink in the number 16. And I do hear some communication about pit speed. There could possibly be some pit stops going on at some point soon. As you see the number 21 slide just a little bit there off the corner. Smart Coder taps the outside wall again. This time out of turn number 4 on the opposite end of the racetrack. He washes up the track. Definitely driving it hard right now is that number 12 machine. As like I said, I believe pit stops are coming up soon. They are beginning to catch, excuse me, a lap machine. I believe that is going to be the number 9 potentially. Is that Brian NASA Space? It is. He gets in the outside wall. So does Schleicher. Schleicher sideways. He goes into the inside wall. He'll save it. But your leader loses it here early on. And that hands the lead over to Smart Coder. Wow. Up to track went the number 9. The number 21 followed him, cracked the outside wall, and then slid down the racetrack. I'm going to turn my graphics quality down because I'm lagging just a little bit. Apologies for that. That was a big slide that Schleicher had there. Fortunately, he's able to keep control of the car. And that's a good point. We're going to go ahead and look to see if Schleicher has any damage to that race car. He does. He is in the yellow. That number 21 machine. A bunch of damage. He's definitely going to want to think about coming down the pit lane sometime soon. If he wants to, you know, keep up the good speed. But right now, definitely not what he was looking for. He hasn't fallen too far off the pace. He's still right here. As I missed it, Brian NASA Space went 1 lap down. He's the first, technically not the first car lap down after Pink joined the race. Showing Crimson 2 laps down. Did Crimson potentially come into the pit lane and I missed it? He might have. He did. He was not this far back. Oh, I left the telemetry on again. I'm going to do that a lot. There it goes. Yeah, as I guess Crimson must have come down the pit lane. As you see Brian NASA Space coming down the pit lane this time by. He'll bring that number 9 Chevrolet down to the attention of his crew. I believe it will likely be 4 tires and fuel for the 1+ Chevrolet. Now, as you can see, another battle here. Actually, that's not a battle. Apologies. Pink has begun to catch up to the number 28. That's not the number 28. There it is. As the number 20 is actually in the outside wall. Again, this is not a battle for position currently. The number 28 is hard into the outside wall. He's sideways and he's around. Around out of turn number 2 is one car. He's in. Yep, that's the 28. NASCAR is awesome. Not sure what happened there. He got massively sideways. I guess he does keep it going. We stay green. He's going to have some engine damage on that number 28 Toyota. He'll also, in the meantime, fall one lap down to the race leader of Smart Coder. And you could really see that tire deficit starting to build up now. As he spins again, he's sideways once more. NASCAR is awesome, is having a problem. He needs to bring it down the pit lane, and he will get it in the pit lane. He's stopped in the entrance to the pit road. As now he'll bring that number 28 Jartos. I probably said that completely wrong. Chevrolet to or three is running down both of your leaders. He was about, I believe, yeah, he was about a fifth place car when he came to the attention of his crew, and now he is working to unlap himself for one of those laps as he went 2 laps down. As well, the number 33 machine. He's here in that position currently, fourth position that is. He, I would assume, also came down the pit lane as he is currently 1 lap down. Yeah, that is true. He did come down the pit lane. We'll have a look just to make sure. Yes, he absolutely did. I missed that as well. I apologize. Pit lane not active this time by. Here to work lap 37. Sleesher up the racetrack. He slid big time there in turn number 1. The number 21 after that spin is really starting to struggle. Fortunately for him, though, he's got a great gap back to the Super Soldier number 8 as he just worked off turn number 2. As up the racetrack, Smart Coder went that time. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it because I was too busy looking. Smart Coder was all the way up the racetrack there in turn number 3. Definitely not what he was looking to have. One car coming down towards the pit lane. Is that Super Soldier? It is. He will come down the pit lane. He'll bring the USAA Ford Mustang to the attention of his crew this time by. And this is the third to last driver to come in. He was the third place driver when he came down the pit lane. We'll see where he cycles out here. I would imagine it will be behind quite a few of the drivers. There is he comes into the pit lane. Another car coming down. I believe that is Sleesher. Yes, it is the Xfinity Toyota. Also heads for the pit road. He'll bring that number 21 also to the attention of his pit crew. As the number 8 is down and away, you can see there at the end of the pit lane. Sleesher bringing that 21 down. I believe it'll be 4 tires. He overshoots the box just a little bit. But it's 4 tires and fuel for the number 21 Xfinity Toyota. He'll go back to work. And I would assume some repairs if they're allowed to do those. I'm not sure if they can do those or not. But I'm going to say it would be repairs and 4 tires and fuel for that number 21 Toyota. Smart Coder, the only car left out on the racetrack is the number 93, of Crimson Incel, trying to unlap himself for one of those laps that he lost. He will presumably get the other one back. As Smart Coder cracks the outside wall, he'll presumably get that spot back when Smart Coder eventually comes down the pit lane. As you can see, Sleesher comes out right there. He is currently 1 lap down. We'll see when Smart Coder comes in. Smart Coder running it long. I don't know if he's hoping to catch a caution. As I say that, he comes down the pit lane. The number 12, your race leader, the Visa Cash App Red Bull Ford Mustang. He will bring that number 12 machine down to the attention of his crew. 4 tires and fuel. No damage for the number 12. It's been a clean afternoon so far. As he'll bring that car to the end of the pit lanes. He had that first pit box from the pole sitting position. He'll bring that 12 into the box. And we'll see who cycles through as the race leader. Sleesher is still in the second spot. He did not repair. I'm not sure if they're able to repair or not. I apologize. It's my first time here on how this works completely. I don't know if they're allowed to repair or not. I was told they can repair, but Sleesher did not, interestingly. I guess you wouldn't do that under a green flag condition, but you can see how much the 12 comes out in third place there. You can see how much that hurt him. But he will have the tire advantage here as both him and the number 8 hit the outside wall there out of turn 2 that time. But it is Sleesher once again out in front. Sleesher continues to lead again, the number 8 up the racetrack. He's been working in that second to third lane most of the afternoon, and he's been making it work. Super Soldier in second, currently on the hunt for the race lead. And with the damage to that number 21, even though he has that one lap tire advantage, I would imagine that number 8 is most certainly going to reel in the number 21. And now you got to think it is starting to get cloudier. You got to think what the radar might be looking like. I'm not sure if there's any way that I can look at that or not, but I'm assuming that the rain is moving in, the clouds starting to form over top of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway here, Loudon, New Hampshire. Possibly get to experience some weather. All right. Really, it's dynamic? Apparently, I just told the weather is dynamic to real life. That's awesome. If that's the case, that's incredible. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'm sorry. I'm just in awe from that. Smart Coder now working in that third position. He's looking to catch these top 2, excuse me, as he's got that advantage. That's the top right of the map. Top right of the U.S. New Hampshire's in New Hampshire? What? Oh, battle for the race lead. I don't know. The number 8. In the meantime, I missed it. Jackal's having a time of his life trying to find out where New Hampshire is on the map. The number 8 to the front. He passed the number 21 on the outside of the speedway. Smart Coder now catching the back bumper of Sleesher as well as the number 8. He will look to grab the race lead that he lost a few laps ago back once again. Sleesher touches the inside of the number 8. That sounded horrible. I'm going to stop talking now. He bumped the number 8 out of the way there, and now he's going to jump to the inside. He keeps it alongside out of turn number 4. The battle for the race, I'm surprised Sleesher's able to hang on, especially considering he's got just about the same tires as the number 8 and older tires than number 12, as well as he's got that engine and wheel alignment damage. You can have a look here. 93% on that right front and 97% on that right rear. You got to imagine as well with those clouds forming, the New Hampshire Motor Speedway is beginning to cool down. Track beginning to get grippier as they're 3 wide for the race lead. Smart Coder moved them both up the racetrack. He had to move them both, and he got it done. To the lead again is the number 12. He'll take the lead as they flash by the start-finish line in front of the fans. And working back to turn number 1 once more. As we work off turn number 2 now. Now the battle is going to be on for that second position. They're catching lap traffic here. There's a battle going on. Geez, I have the hiccups right now. I'm sorry. That's why I keep going quiet. Sorry, guys. The number 93, Crimson, looking to the outside of Brian here. As it's going to be interesting to see what Smart Coder does here. He's going to take the lap cars 3 wide. Going into turn number 1, a bold decision. They wash up the racetrack. Sleesher sends it into the bottom. The lap cars stir up the battle for the race lead. Sleesher back to the front, hanging on with a damaged race machine. Now the battle on for that second position. Really, the battle's on everywhere right now. As now the number 93 of Crimson will just get to watch this race for the lead. But wow, Sleesher with a bold move down there to the inside. Smart Coder bounces off the outside wall once more. Continues to hang on. Is now looking to the inside. Super Soldier, he took a peek, wasn't able to get there. Now he will. He drives it in on the apron, has to slow that machine up. Sleesher up the racetrack 3 wide again at the front of the field for the race lead here in New Hampshire. Wow, what a battle we have going on at the front of the field right now. The block out of Sleesher, I don't know how he's holding on. It is amazing that he is holding on with this damaged race car. But he continues to hold on. The Xfinity Toyota continues to lead the field as a flash by in front of the fans once more. That's true. He does have wheel damage as well. Engine and wheel damage. Now, Smart Coder, he moves him up the racetrack. He'll get to the inside. He did. Yeah, he does. He has both wheel and engine damage. Oh, I lagged just a little bit. Apologies. And in that meantime, when I did lag, the number 8 got underneath number 21. Now he's looking for the race lead underneath. I am frozen. There it goes. He's not able to get there, though. Down again. So this hopefully stops happening. I don't know what's happening. It's all right. Oh, number 93, Crimson, in the background. Oh. Oh, never mind. I'm good, I guess. Oh, I might be good. Yeah, I'm good. And I guess the number 93 saved it because he's still continuing to fight on with Brian Nass's pace here. If he did hold on to that, that is an incredible job he did. He was all the way sideways there, working out of turn number 2. They're both in the outside wall, as I say. Let's have a look back up at the front here. The number 8 looks underneath Sleesher. They're still fighting as Mark Coder has begun to pull away from these two. Sleesher looks down underneath for the second position. This is exactly what that number 12 wants to see in his rearview mirror. He sees these two fighting on for that second position. As he has begun to drive away, the 21 and the 8 both slap the outside wall out of turn 4 as they now start circuit number 54 on the afternoon. Smart Coder inside. That's not inside. That's technically outside. He's in that second lane on the racetrack. Sleesher up the track again, almost into the outside wall. He might have scraped it just a little bit. As they work into turn number 3 again. Oh, there it goes. As they work into turn number 3 again, he will continue to fight on. Sleesher in the number 21. He's actually getting a reel in the number 12, I believe, just a little bit. I could be incorrect. It looks like the gap is closing just at a visual standpoint. They both work the second lane in turns number 1 and 2 this time by. Let's have a look at their tire difference here. 84 on that right front, 93 on that right rear for Sleesher. Funnily enough, the left front is actually worn more than his right front. I don't know how that happened. That's interesting. And then if we move up to Smart Coder here, you see Smart Coder's at 86 and 85. He is still 86 and 94, excuse me. I don't really care about the left front. I don't understand. The left front's actually wearing a lot more than I thought it would. But he is currently out in front, and he's got just that little bit of tire difference over Sleesher. And I guess for the heck of it, we can have a look here at the number 8. He's at 82 on that right front, 92 on that right rear. Really wearing those tires down. Are these two in second and third place? Smart Coder on a Sunday drive out at the front of the field. But it's about to get a whole lot more interesting. Of course, with the threat of weather, but also with the fact that the two behind him were closing in just a little bit. The gap does appear to have grown a little bit larger this time. But Sleesher definitely still has the pace, which is quite impressive considering all the damage to that Xfinity Toyota. He is still able to work on in that second position, holding off the number 8 and looking to the back bumper of the number 12. And definitely for sure, he's definitely keeping the 12 on us. I don't think anybody expected Sleesher after that wreck to hold on to his car. He's up the track again. Might have cracked the outside wall. I couldn't tell if he actually got it. I don't believe he did. As now they'll work to turn number 2. Sleesher continuing to look on, trying to get that race lead. He's pulled away massively from Super Soldier in the third spot. Super Soldier might have used his tires up quite a bit. That might be a good reason as to why he is fallen off quite a bit here in the last few laps. Sleesher is definitely closing that gap to your race leader, Smart Coder. I have no idea how he's doing it with this wrecked race car. but he is doing it. Look at the closing distance there. Rolls the center 1 and 2 beautifully down the back straightaway. The 21 is closer than he's been any time recently, really within the last 10 laps. This is the closest he's gotten. As we looked at that outside, he runs that second ladle down, looking for the run off turn number 4. Can he get there? He will not this time. They flash across the start-finish line to start circuit number 60 on the afternoon. Sleesher looks to the bumper again. Not able to get there this time as I work down the back straightaway once more. That number 21 really looking. He's trying everything he can. He moves in. He gives a tap. I believe he might have given it to the smart coder there. I couldn't tell if he did. He was very, very close, and that's exactly, honestly, what Super Soldier in the number 8 wants to see. He wants to see guys out at the front of the field battling quite a bit. That would definitely help him catch up, especially likely with he's at a tire deficit, and he wants to see these go to battle. And as I say that, here we go. Sleesher to the inside. He slides a little bit. I'm not sure what happened because I am looking horribly. Apparently my internet's dying right now. Sleesher did not get it that time. This is actually terrible. Oh, I'm still frozen, by the way. Commenting. Alright. I don't know what's happening. My internet's like dying for some reason. Here we go. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. This is really dumb. I don't know why this is happening. But anyways, the number 21 continues to work in that second position. He's still looking for that race lead from Smart Coder. As they'll enter turn 3. Smart Coder works on that bottom lane. Sleesher just about a half a lane up the racetrack. Definitely interesting to see the difference in lines here. They're all working just fine, though. Sleesher's still looking. Once again, if you're just joining us, the number 21 spun earlier, clipped the inside wall. There was no caution, and he has damage, and that damaged race car is looking for the lead down the back straightaway. Give the edge to the 21, the run to the 12. There's dead even to turn 3. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Wow, they door banged a little bit. That was really interesting. Sleesher up the racetrack, big contact. He gets hit from the 12 of Smart Coder. Sleesher will save it. What in the world was that? I don't know what Smart Coder was doing there. That was a little bit unnecessary, but it's okay. Could have just been a product of hard racing, but that was definitely a little bit aggressive. Sleesher not happy about it either. He'll give the fight back and the door back to the number 12. Getting aggressive at the front of the field. This is exactly what Super Soldier, the number 8, wants to see in his windshield. As they'll also catch the lap machine here. NASCAR is also the number 28. Jarritos Toyota, as they are 3 wide within. They move them up the racetrack ever so slightly. That was insane that Sleesher was able to hold it on the outside that almost that entire lap. That was crazy. As they'll get by that lap machine, they've got a couple more lap machines in their windshield as well. These top 3 are the only 3 on the lead lap, mind you. Should mention that. The only 3 on the lead lap right now. Sleesher looking on the bumper. He's not able to get there. He will jump back to the inside once more. He's looking for that battle. Oh, one car sideways in the wall hard. I believe that, yeah, that was Brian Nassa in the number 9 Chevrolet. He was hard in the outside wall. Smoke billowed from the back of that number 9. He's able to keep it going, but now he puts himself in the way of the battle for the race lead. Now, Smart Coder looking to the bumper of Sleesher. He'll get into him ever so slightly. And now they catch the lap machine, 93. He'll let them go. I believe he might not let them go. He does. We'll have to see what happens this time. Sleesher big time sideways. Wow. He's able to hold on to... Wow. Sleecher's tires have got to be massively worn. They are. Wow. 72, 67, 86, 88. That is a lot of tire wear. Let's have a look at the Smart Coder number 12 behind him. He's much of the same, pretty much on the front tires. The rears are so much more safe than Sleecher's, probably due to the slide that Sleecher had. And you've got to be thinking pit stops again are going to be kicking off soon in this race. One of those first machines to bring it down the pit lane, I believe. I'm trying to figure out who was one of the early cars to come in. Crimson was early. The number 33 of Polar was very early. We'll have a look at what he's at here. Yeah, 59 on the left front. The right front is at 90% somehow for the number 33. But his left front is at 59. As he'll go by his teammate there to put a lap on his teammate at Crimson Incel. He's the only car one lap down. And I believe there is a free pass should a caution come out. Oh, apparently we got a battle for the lead as well. We do Smart Coder. Looking back to the outside, the number 8 of Super Soldier is also there. Oh, sideways was the number 8. He'll hang on. He loses a ton of time to this battle for the race lead. He was super sideways. Super Soldier was super sideways. They're out of turn number 2. What a save to hang on to it. And he's not necessarily out of this fight should the leaders really get into it, and they have so far. So nothing makes me think that they wouldn't continue. Sleesher working in that second lane once again. Smart Coder slides up the racetrack just ever so slightly. And at this point, eyes are on the weather. Eyes are on the pit lane. We're waiting to see who will kick off the strategy. Sleesher sideways again. Apparently, he's just going to slide this car all the way around the racetrack. I guess it works because he's still getting around here pretty good. Smart Coders begin to pull away. And now the number 33 has caught up to the number 8. I don't know if Polar was saving his tires or what happened, but he is now definitely one of the quicker machines on the racetrack. He might even be the fastest car on the track. Sleecher sideways again. He grabs the outside wall. He'll hang on to it, but it's a big slide on the number 21. He'll lose second place. Likely, he might not. The number 8 still working on the outside here. Another big slide for Sleesher. He's got to have more damage. He doesn't have more damage. But wow. Sleesher has had a rough go about it. You got to think, he's still currently fighting for that second position. But he has certainly not done exactly what he was hoping to do. The number 33, by the way, has set sail. He's working his way through the field. He is a lap down, but he saved that right front. That right front, remember, when we looked, was at 90% somehow. And he's going to go to... it was really high. His right front is currently at 85. His left front at 54. I don't know what he did, but he is absolutely flying right now. He's trying to go unlap himself. Battle for second is going on against Sleesher on the outside wall once more. And now the 8 doors the number 21 up the speedway once more. He'll go to the inside there. He'll grab the spot. Sleesher with the crossover move. The battle for second as now Polar goes underneath the 12. He'll unlap himself there. Sleesher sends it into turn 1. He's really trying to hang on here with the damaged Xfinity Toyota. Crossing back underneath is Super Soldier. Great battle here for second place. Smart Coder runs away at the front of the field. I feel like we've heard that a lot this season. As up the track goes the 8. They'll both slide up the track. Sleesher looking underneath. He's around. Sleesher gets put around. He's around off turn 4 into the outside wall. And what an absolutely tumultuous day it's been for the number 21. He gets it back going the right direction. He is not going to be pleased, I would imagine, with that number 8 machine after that. Doesn't appear to have collected any damage, as I would believe that can change to an orange or a red color if he picks up a lot of damage. But wow, Sleesher in the number 21. A rough day he's had. It's crazy, though, because right now, he only falls back to what would be, yeah, the third position, I believe. Is Polar? I don't understand. I guess Polar's not on the lead lap. I don't know when he fell a lap down. But I didn't see him fall a lap down, but I guess he did. And what happened to the 8? Oh, the 8's in the pit lane. I missed that. He's coming down. He's the first car to kick off the green flag pit cycle. Sleesher's in behind him in the number 21. And I would imagine Smart Coder will do much of the same as he did last run, where he'll run longer. As now they both go one lap down here. Smart Coder will lap the pair of them. It's a slow pit stop. Is Sleesher repairing damage? He potentially could be. He is. The number 21 is fixing all of his damage. Likely going to lose a lap because of this. This might cost him an entire lap. We'll see. It'll depend on what it is this time out of the corner. He's got a lot of damage to repair here. Wow, this is absolutely going to cost Sleesher a lap. And that could potentially hand Smart Coder the race. We'll have to see, though. Sleesher finally gets down and away from his crew. Is anyone else in the pit lane currently? I do not know. I do not believe anyone's down the pits. Nobody is this time. Oh, sideways! Crimson around. Out of turn 4. Hard into the outside, or inside wall, that would be, excuse me. He collects engine damage in the number 93. Wow, a huge slow for Crimson. He got the inside wall, excuse me, big time in that number, number 93. He falls all the way down to the last position. And one car I feel like we haven't even mentioned almost this entire stream, Pink and the number 16. He joined, he's still 3 laps down, but I just kind of forgot he was even on the track, to be honest with you. He's just been kind of minding his own business here, rolling around the speedway every lap. He's still kicking. Nobody's down the pit lane this time. Smart Coder in his own zip code. Oh, apparently there's an argument between Smart and Super? What? Smart? You mean Sleesher and Super? Really? What's Smart's mad about? I didn't see anything happen. I don't know what Smart would be mad about. But apparently Smart and Super are mad at each other. I didn't see that. I thought, honestly, Super and Sleesher would be mad at each other after they collided. Oh. Okay, apparently. Are you sure it's not Sleesher? Because that's what I thought happened there. It's Smart. Really? Wow, alright. Apparently Smart was trying to pit, I got word. And Super was covering off the bottom, so Smart was unable to come down in that number 12. As he will lose the lead big time. Did he lose the lead, or am I wrong? Yeah. Oh, somebody joined. Let's go have a look here at Super, because he is long gone in the lead. Wow. I don't know how did he get so far out in front of Smart? How did that happen? Oh, did Smart have damage? I didn't see that. Wow. So, Super's... What did Crimson do? Oh. Again, caution comes out. Is there a free pass here? Assume there would be a free pass. He blew up. So does that put Crimson out of the race? Crimson will be out of the event. Why he didn't pit? Where's he going? Where is Crimson going? He didn't come down the pit lane or anything. I don't know what he's doing. Apparently it blew up. I didn't know you could do that. I guess from engine damage from that crash that he was involved in. Well, this is interesting. And the caution flag has come out, I believe. I believe we are under caution. We are. What did you say, sorry? I didn't hear it. Alright, and I think we're going to go ahead and pull the number 8 in here for an interview real quick.
Oh.
Alright, here we have the number 8, Roger Roach.
Hey, how we doing?
Otherwise known as Super Soldier. Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm having a great time out here, man.
Yeah, apparently there was some arguments.
Yeah.
Apparently there were some arguments going on. Do you want to tell us what happened there?
So pits are open here. Let me lock in for a second because I do need to bring it in and repair some damage. But
you do have real damage. That is true.
Overall, we're doing pretty good. The arguments are between me and my team owner. He blocked the inside even though I was on much fresher tires, and the inside lane is the dominant lane. He decided to block.
Right.
I don't know what his thought process was, but I didn't hear him say pit. Apparently he said pit, even though I didn't hear it. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go low here, and he did not go high. And
I guess he just took gas or something. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's out of here. I gotta repair some damage. Either way, it's an interesting dynamic between me and my team owner. We argue a lot. You would have seen this at the beginning of the season had you been commentating.
Right.
It's pretty common between us two.
It's super interesting. Like, I really didn't see anything wrong, honestly. Like, I mean, it
was pretty clean.
You said he said, you said he said pit, but to be fair, even after you pit, he still waited like 5 more laps to come down.
He did, yeah. And he was pretty mad that
part of his strategy.
Yeah, no, definitely part of his strategy, which is now thrown off due to the caution.
True.
But
well,
yeah.
You've got a lot of speed. What do you think it's going to take to win this race at this point?
Strategy. That's what it comes down to. It's going to come down to strategy. If I can, Sleesher's back on the lead lap. He's been very strong. Polar, I wasn't expecting to be up here, but he is. And we got 4 good cars. Polar might be able to keep up. Good luck to him. I hope he can.
Polar's been pretty good, actually. It's been a pretty competitive race. I'll let you get back to it as we get ready to go green. Good luck to you, and maybe we'll see you in victory lane at the end of the night.
I hope so.
All right. That was, again, the number 8 machine, Super Soldier, the USA, a Ford Mustang. Apparently there was some conversations had between him and his team owner. Seems, though, that they've worked things out. Smart Coder can't be too upset because he's back in the lead of the race. And who all took a wave around there, Jackal? I didn't see it. Who all took a wave around there? Oh. I don't know. I said who all took a wave around. Or, like, stayed out there. All right. Well, there you go. Sleesher, Brian, NASCAR all got their laps back. As we are green flag racing again, the field flashes by into turn number 1. The fans on their feet once more. Polar to the inside for second as Smart Coder's away with the race lead. Car in the wall off turn number 2. That was Crimson again. He's had a rough afternoon. But now it's Polar looking to the inside, who has seemingly come out of nowhere in these last, 15 to 20 laps. He's had a lot of speed in the second half of this race, which, by the way, we are over halfway home here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Sleesher looking down to the inside for the second position. He'll get there. Super Soldier also going to look. Running around the outside now is Polar. He's looking to keep it alongside the 21. He cannot. He'll fall back to that third position. Sleesher now looking to go challenge for the race lead. It'll be interesting to see what he has, especially now that his car is clear of damage. Up the racetrack is Polar. He slides up. He's in that third lane. And now Super Soldier gets by him. Pink looking to his inside now. I'm not sure what happened there, but he went way up. As I was saying, it'll be interesting to see if Sleesher will have, you know, something for Smart Coder here. We'll see. He did early. Of course, he's had a lot of damage. A lot of things have changed since then, so we'll see. Also not entirely sure how the potential for rain is currently looking. The sky has cleared up a little bit, which is worth noting. The track might begin to slicken off a little bit. But the sky, yeah, 100% has cleared just a little. As they'll flash past the start-finish line for the fans to start circuit number 91 out of 150 today. Sleesher closes in again to Smart Coder. Smart Coder up in the second groove here. As Sleesher definitely has something for that number 12. This is something new. I don't know if we knew the Sleesher was going to be quick, and I'm not sure if we thought he was going to have something for this number 12 or not, but he absolutely does. He did early, and apparently there is no love lost between these two. They're going to race hard for the race lead, I would imagine. Down to the corner, not able to do it that time. Up the track, they both are. Both of them slide up. Keep it out of the wall. Now as they'll run towards the back straight. Crimson and, I believe it's Crimson. Yeah, Crimson and Brian are having a huge fight back here. Got to keep in mind, this actually is for position, which is interesting. I'm going to go back up to the race for the lead here as it appears it is getting close. Yeah, Super Soldier with a huge run down the front straightaway. He'll look to the inside now. He's not able to get it, but that was a massive run. Sleesher to the inside for the race lead. He's clear. Put the 21 Xfinity Toyota back to the front of the field once again. The fans on their feet. An all-time classic brewing here. It's been a great race here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And what could shape up to be a great finish to what, like I said, has been an incredible race thus far. As he'll send it back to turn number 1 once more. Sleesher again away with the lead. Smart Coder drives it way into turn number 1, trying to get to the bumper. He will not. And that leaves him very vulnerable on exit. Fortunately for him, his teammate, Super Soldier, not close enough to take that position away. Yeah, Smart Coder's really driving it in here. He's able to close in a little bit there, make it work in turns 3 and 4. But it's a great exit again for Sleesher as he'll pull away once more. The gap here, very competitive, very close, honestly. Everybody is pretty competitive here at the front of this field. Great racing. Down the back, straight away goes the number 21 Xfinity Toyota Camry into turn 3. He'll send it again. Smart Coder sends it in as well. Got a couple cars looking side by side. That's Polar on pink. Not a battle for position. You know, there's a good chance Brian and Crimson crashed again because they're both well at the back here. Oh, as we've got a battle for the lead. We don't, actually. The ticker lied to me a little bit. Said they were battling. Crimson's up the track again. Crimson's in the outside wall, turn 1 hard. He'll keep it. I say it was hard. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was, but he'll keep it rolling. I don't know. Him and Brian have had quite the interesting day. Looking back up at the front here. Smart Coder, wow. He just pulled away, as I say, Smart Coder and Sleesher, really. They've both pulled away big time from this number 8 machine. And now the 8s must be on, like, some pretty used up stuff. His right front, yeah. 84%, 83 on the right or the left front. His tires are definitely not where he'd like them to be, as Polar has begun to close in on him. That will be for position if Polar could get there. As we'll look to turn 1 here again. Polar still trying to get around the lap car that is pink and the number 16. That's the Freight Auctions Ford Mustang. If he could get around him, he might have a shot at Super Soldier here, the number 8 Ford Mustang here for the position. Let's... okay. The Xfinity Toyota Sleesher continues to lead at the front of the field. He has really pulled away from Smart here. Sleesher is absolutely set sail. I knew that if he got a caution and was able to get back on the lead lap, he was going to be a threat. Now, as he'll exit turn number 4, he's still plenty good on the tires. I would imagine they're going to have to make one more pit stop before the end of this race. I believe they do. I believe everyone will have to come down one more time. But that gap between Smart Coder and Sleesher has absolutely grown. Sleesher's continued to pull away at the front of the field. Again, Xfinity Toyota has been very, very fast even when he had that damage. He was still racing for the second position. Even when he had that engine and wheel alignment damage, he was fast early. We knew he was going to be fast again as Smart grabs the wall. Again, what else is new? We knew he was going to be quick, and he's showing it again here. I guess that's just part of Smart's line. He just has to grab the wall every couple laps to make sure that right side's staying flat. He's got to keep that right side flat. Make sure it's aerodynamic, no drag. Sleesher is absolutely on freaking rails right now. As it entered turn number 1 once again. Sleesher works out of turn number 2. Not a whole lot to commentate on as everybody's getting pretty spread out again. They're already catching lap machines. The first one again, that would be Brian NASA Space once again. That'd be to put him 5 laps down to the race leader. That is Sleesher, the Xfinity Toyota. The aforementioned Sleesher. Sleesher will enter turn number 1 again. Again, like I said, they're spread out again, by the way. Should mention, though, Polar did get around Pink in the number 16. And he's, yeah, what I was saying, geez, I couldn't English there. Polar got around the number 16 machine of Pink, and now he is looking to attempt to run down Super Soldier in this number 8. As something happened to Brian there. Brian is already 1 lap down. He was a little bit ahead of the leader. Something just happened that cost him to go a lap down there. Oh, apparently we have storm cells forming to the north, but they're super far away. I would assume that means we might be clear on precipitation. Contact between the second place car and the lap machine of Brian, but I would assume that will mean no rain potentially, because I was told it is far away. Not sure. Right. So potential opportunity for rain here. The clouds are going to roll in. So what I'm hearing is there is a chance, still a potential for rain at the end of this race. There is very well still a chance. It might just be a drill. It probably wouldn't be enough to affect the race big time, but we'll see. I guess it really just depends. It also depends on the cautions and everything. I tell you what, Sleesher is absolutely gone at the front of this field right now. This is, honestly, Sleesher really needed this in his hunt to try to run down the massive 88-point gap between him and Smart Coder. Oh, apparently if there's any little bit of rain, slicks are useless. The harder it rains, the slippier it gets, is what Jackal has said. That is definitely going to be accurate. It'll be interesting to see what happens. If that rain rolls in, it'll be interesting to see if that changes who's at the front of this field. It could flip the race, as I said at during the pre-race. It could flip this race upside down on its head. We will have to see, though. The Xfinity Toyota continues to gap the field. It's almost 3 seconds back to Smart Coder. He's got the entire back straightaway just about to himself. That Xfinity number 21 is rocketing away. Again, still pit stops to come, especially if precipitation does happen to form, as we anticipate it possibly could. There's definitely still a great chance for some precipitation or for some strategy to come into this race. But right now, that 21, he is gone. Nobody in the same zip code as him. And if anyone's going to be shot out of a race win here tonight, it's going to be this number 21, I believe. Definitely the fastest car on the race weekend. And he's showing it here. Looking to see if there's a battle going on. There is. Polar and Super Soldier are battling for the third position. Polar looking to the inside. I wonder if Polar did the same thing and saved his tires. He did not. Polar is racing here. They'll battle down the back straightaway. The 8 with the run. They're even to turn 3. Polar's about a half a lane up. Super Soldier way up the racetrack, all the way in the 4th lane. That is not going to play well. He'll get a little bit of a run, but I'm not sure if he's able to get back to him. He will. He should dive to the inside here. He doesn't. He just pushes the 33. They're both in the 3rd lane, headed to turn number 1. Apparently there is a 1-car spin. It's Crimson again on the back straightaway. Crimson spun off turn number 2. You see the tire tracks there. Must have gotten the outside wall. Does he have damage? He has wheel alignment damage. I guess he must be taking it to pit lane. He's taking the road course. Crimson is on the road course. He enters the pit lane. And I would guess he's going to bring that car to the attention of his crew. That should be the final stop for Crimson in the number 93. I believe it will be. He's got a long... Is he coming out of the pits? He missed it. He didn't go to his pit stall. I don't know what he's doing. He just came down pit lane and kept going. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, gotcha. I don't know why he didn't just pit there, to be honest with you. I would have. I really think that would have been a great opportunity to pit. Now, as they'll work out of turn number 2 here, you can see Polar pulling away from Super Soldier. We can look at his tires again here. You see he's at 75 and 72, 90, 91, and we'll look at Super Soldier behind him, who's at 66, 65, 84, 87. The rears are better than Polar's, but those fronts are really cooking on the Super Soldier number 8. We'll have a look back here at the front of the field. Oh, spinner, front straightaway. It's Crimson again. He'll hit the inside wall once more. Crimson has had a really rough go about it, as he'll lose the spot to Brian as well. 6 laps in the mirror is that number 93 Chevrolet. We talked to him at the top of the show, and it has been just really, really rough afternoon. Definitely not the day that number 93 has been looking for. But I can tell you who has had a great, fantastic day. That would be that number 21 machine. This is, like I said, exactly what he needs in his hunt for the points lead. Sleesher has the entire back straightaway all to himself. 6.5 seconds ahead of Smart Coder in the number 12. An absolutely blistering pace put down here by the number 21 machine. As a work across the stripe to start circuit 117. Oh, in the wall, Brian. That was Brian NASA space. He got in the wall just a little bit there in turns 1 and 2. That is true. Wow. Sleesher 7.2 seconds ahead. That is absolutely insane. It was tight at the front of the field for a while. It is nowhere close anymore. Sleesher is driving in, literally he's on another racetrack at this point. Smart Coder down the pit lane. The number 12, the first car to kick off pit stops. We'll see if that does anything here. He's got to try something if he wants to win this race. Clouds have begun to form over top of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It'll be very interesting to see what happens here because Smart Coder's pitting, and that's fine if he wants to gain time. The only rough part is that could cost him time should there be rain on the racetrack. Smart Coder, for the time being, will go one lap down. This will be really interesting. If it does rain, Smart Coder is pretty much cooked here, for lack of a better word. But if it goes green, Smart Coder could be pretty decent off. I don't think anybody's got anything for that number 21. But he could potentially have a chance to catch him at least just a little bit. Polar now works to the bumper of the lap machine as Super Soldier comes out of the pit lane there. He pit from that third position. He was fourth when the cycle kicked off, but he pit from third since Smart Coder had already come down, presumably in response to the number 12. We'll have to see if anybody's in the pit lane this time. Somebody is. It's the 16 of Pink. Out of turn number 2 will come Sleesher once more. There's a chance that Sleesher might still be faster than Smart Coder even on the old tires, and if that's the case, that's impressive. That might not be the case, but it could be. Sleesher is slowing down. He's on the apron. He will come to the pit lane this time. He'll join Brian Nassaspace on the pit lane. That will give Polar in the number 33 the race lead if he doesn't come down this time. Polar does not come down the pits. Crimson is in. Hand the race lead over to the number 33 Chevrolet. That is Polar. As you can see, that's 21. Yep, they're on the pit lane. Brian comes out of the pit lane there just behind Polar. He will be on fresher tires. I would imagine he will go around the number 33 here pretty quickly. As Sleesher is off pit lane there, I saw it in the background. He jumps out of the pit lane. Sleesher, when this cycles through, depending on, obviously bearing caution. Wow, the clouds are starting to get really, really filled over top of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 28 laps remain here for the New Hampshire 101. Polar is indeed leading the race. He's getting pushed by Brian. They might be teammates. Brian is currently helping Polar out. Brian's on the fresh tires. He's pushing Polar both ends of this racetrack. Oh, Polar's in the wall. Polar is hard in the outside wall. Turns 1 and 2. He'll get into the wall. He'll save it, but he got pushed all the way up to that wall. Hit the outside wall on the straightaway. And then stayed in the wall as they'll come to lap Crimson once more. This is definitely going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the rain. Polar has still not brought that car to the pit lane. I think he's going to stay out and hope for a caution, or hope that the precipitation comes down, in which case he could end up right in the catbird seat with a chance to win this race. And now he's getting push help from Crimson in the number 93, probably also teammate. It is. And Pink's going to go by the both of them. That was not for position whatsoever, as Pink will unlap himself once more. Crimson now pushing that number 33. It'll be interesting to see what the gap from him to him to Sleesher is this time by. It was 5.4 there, that last lap. It's gonna change there. It says 5.2, now it says 3.4, excuse me. That's probably not correct. I'd assume it's gonna be 5.2 by the time everything shakes out here. Oh, it's 4.7. Wow, a half a second a lap Sleesher is gaining currently. And now the number 33 Polar comes down to the pit lane. He'll relinquish the race lead. And that is going to put the dagger in the race for the number 33, excuse me, unless there is a caution on the speedway. The 28 comes in from behind him. He will also come down the pit lane. It'll be very interesting to see where Polar comes out here. He's going to have the freshest tires by an absolute landslide. But he is a long ways back now. He only took right sides. Polar took right sides. That is an interesting decision. Only right sides for the number 33 Chevrolet. We'll have to see how that plays out. A very interesting call. It saves him time on the pit stop, but we'll have to see if it saves him a position or not. He's even behind Super Soldier, I believe. I think he is. Yeah, he's well behind Super Soldier. Super Soldier's working on the back straightaway. Polar is just exiting turn 2. Oh, apparently it drizzled 4 or 5 minutes ago for like a couple seconds. I didn't even see that. That's interesting. Well, it very well still could rain. The sky has continued to get darker. And at this point, coming to lap 130, 21 to go, it would be really interesting to see precipitation come down. It would be cool, but it would definitely throw an absolute curveball in this race. As right now, we could look back up at the front here. Sleesher just continues to gap the field again. It is actually ridiculous how fast that 21 machine is. See here, Super Soldier, he's back here as well. It'll be interesting though, because Polar, like I said, only took those right side tires. It'll be very strange to see if he is or is not able to catch Super Soldier. I don't think he has enough laps to catch him, but it'll be interesting to see if he's even quicker than him. He has that fresh right side rubber, but that's it. The number 33, he was the race leader for just a few laps. The 33 American Cancer Society Chevrolet. That is Polar. He was running, as I said, in that lead spot for just a little bit on that strategy. Had to give up that spot. He was looking to catch some rain or maybe even a caution that could bring everybody down, and he just was not able to. So that 33 will have to slot into the 4th spot, and unless he really catches something lucky here, it's probably going to end up staying the same. We know there is the potential for rain, but we don't know. Honestly, I don't know if there will be time or not. 18 to go as Sleesher crosses the line. Down the back, straightaway contact, car around. The 28, he saves it. That was NASCAR, is awesome. He hangs on to it. There was some contact between him and Brian. He will hang on to that number 28 machine. He's going to have damage. He has wheel damage and engine damage. He will bring that Jaritos Toyota. He goes speeding on the pit lane. It goes from bad to worse, a drive-through for the 28. You cannot do that. And now he has the potential to lose more spots. Wow. Yeah, definitely not what he wanted to do there at all. He'll grab the drive-through penalty. That is not good. And it is not what he was looking for. Again, Sleesher up here at the front of the field. Absolutely gone. Into the wall hard as Crimson behind him. Apparently precipitation is popping up around the speedway. It is very possible that rain could be on the way. Number 28, I believe still has to serve his drive-through as he just exited the pit lane. I believe he's got to come back down one more time. Let's see if we can find a couple of cars. Here's a couple of cars. It's Sleesher looking to put the number 16 of Pink 3 laps down. As he runs up on the back bumper of that Freight Auctions number 16 Ford Mustang. He'll look to the bottom. He's not able to get it off turn 2. Now he'll exit turn 2 down the back straightaway. Again, he's got all the track in the world to himself to work here. The whole back straightaway. He will dive to the inside of number 16 this time. Pink will let him have it. The number 21 puts 16 of Pink in the mirror, 3 laps behind. See if we can find somebody else here. NASCAR is awesome. Did he serve his drive-through yet? I guess he did. I didn't see if he did or didn't. I would imagine he did. So he is now back out on the racetrack, 5 laps down. Definitely not what he was looking for. Now he's got Polar right here. Now if we could see here. Apparently the stream was broken. I didn't even realize that. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's happening to the stream currently. The stream is like dead. But I guess, I don't know if they can hear me or not, but I guess I'll keep commentating anyway. Okay. So currently Sleesher's still at the front of the field. He's just absolutely gone. I don't know what happened to Smart Coder. Smart Coder has lost a lot of time these last couple laps. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, Sleesher's got a long, long gap back to that 12. As Sleesher crosses the line, it's 10 laps to go from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And should the rain even come down, I don't know if it would even be worth the time to come in. Somebody would definitely try to stay out and win the race for sure, if not everybody. And that's, of course, should the precipitation fall on the racetrack. Sleesher in the wall, a little bit off turn number 4. Nothing that'll harm him, I don't believe. Nope, not at all. Tires honestly don't look horrible on Sleesher's machine, even after all of this. It honestly doesn't even look horrible. Let's have a look here at Smart Coder. Honestly, Smart's tires don't look horrible either. I thought tires would be a lot more worn than this. Oh, around 93 is Crimson. I saw the tire tracks again. He goes around once more. And a very rough day for this number 93 Chevrolet. He hangs on to it. And I guess, yep, he will continue on. Here you have a look at Polar again. He's still working in this fourth place position. It's been a pretty decent day for that number 33 Chevrolet. Oh, contact in front of the number 8. Around goes the number 9. Hard into the outside wall goes Brian. He saves it. He had some help there. There was big contact. They're all catching Smart Coder. Smart Coder's got a problem. He is very slow on the front straightaway. Smart Coder's got a ton of damage. I think he might have spun somewhere. Wow. Engine and wheel damage for Smart Coder. Now you're looking at the battle for the second place position as Super Soldier looks underneath of him trying to grab the spot away. Smart Coder up to the outside and Super Soldier down to the bottom. As they come to 6 to go that time by Super Soldier, drives it in, Smart's back under him. And all of a sudden, with 6 to go, excuse me, we've got a battle. Super Soldier gets put hard in the wall. Smart Coder does not play nice there. What in the world has happened here these last couple of laps? An eventful last few laps. And actually, real quick, I wanted to take a look at the damage that Brian had there. He doesn't actually have any. Brian backed it into the wall and somehow did not collect damage. I have no idea how. As we go back to Super, catching back up to number 12 of Smart Coder. This would be for the help Sleesher in the points as it takes Smart Coder down another position. To the inside, he doors him. This is a teammate battle right here. And the tempers are starting to show. These two have been at it all day. Give the spot to Super Soldier here. Come into 4 laps to go. The rain does not seem like it's going to be a factor. Smart Coder drives it hard into turn number 1, trying to get there. He will not. Definitely looking for some retaliation here. He closes the gap big time. Oh, he bumps the number 8 ever so slightly. Smart Coder up the racetrack again. Super Soldier continues in that 3rd position. As this time they'll cross the line. It's 3 laps to go from New Hampshire. Sleesher all in a zip code of his own. He's entering turn number 3 right as those guys are entering turn 1. That is actually insane. As right there, Sleesher crosses the stripe. It's 2 laps to go for the number 21 Xfinity Toyota Camry. As we'll have a look back here at the battle that is starting to die down. Smart Coder has not been able to get back to that number 8. They'll come off turn number 4 through the restart zone to cross the line. They'll see 2 laps to go, and now we'll cut to Sleesher here in the number 21. He comes off turn number 4. The white flag is in the air from the starter. 1 lap remaining for the number 21. It has been a beautiful day. A roller coaster of a day at that, though. Definitely not as clean of a day as Sleesher would have liked it. But he is gone at the front of the field. Taking one more look at that battle there. Sleesher is all on his own. The rain is coming down here on the last lap of the race. There is precipitation. Sleesher looking to get it home safely. As it come off turn number 3. Or 4, excuse me. Sleesher comes to the stripe. He'll win the ending in the rain here at New Hampshire. Everybody else is slow. Brian's around off turn number 4. He's hard into the outside wall. Smart Coder has fallen off the back of the number 8 here. As we said, Sleesher takes the checkered flag. He will win. Super Soldier now looking. He will grab 2nd place. Smart Coder is 3rd. Oh, and now Smart Coder tried to show some tempers on the number 8, but he missed and instead wrecked Crimson. What in the world happened at the end of that race? Chaos unfolded there at the end. Smart Coder is not happy with his teammate. There might even be some tempers flaring. And by might, I mean there absolutely were. I don't know what happened here. I'm not watching anybody anymore. So Sleesher will grab the checkered flag. He wins here in New Hampshire. And I guess we can pull him in for an interview now, I guess. So I guess we'll pull Sleesher up. If I can. Sleesher in the number 21 wins here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Xfinity number 21. What do you have to say about that?
You know, it was a good pit call, pitting under that caution, getting them 4 fresh tires and being aggressive and taking the lead right there. That's what won me the race, was taking the lead and gapping smart. That's all I had to do.
Absolutely. You had a lot of trouble early in this race. You were able to rebound from that. How were you able to come back from that?
I just kept myself in the game. Didn't let my mental headspace, have thunderstorms in it. You know, I just kept telling myself it was okay. I was still right there with Smart with the wheel damage and engine damage. He wasn't pulling away from me, and neither was Super. So I knew I could still win when I got my car fixed, and I got my car fixed, and I beat him.
Absolutely. It's thunderstorms in the sky, but not in the head of Sleesher. He will take the checkered flag. He wins here at New Hampshire. Congratulations. And we'll go ahead and drop him back down here. He does the burnouts. It's all over. Where's the race? Oh, there it is. And now I guess we will go ahead and pull the number 8 Super Soldier up for his interview. Your second place finisher.
Oh, hey, how
Coming
you doing?
in. Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
Yeah, coming in second place here, Super Soldier in the USAA number 8 Ford Mustang. What do you have to say about the chaotic end of that race? You and your teammate had some tempers flaring there.
Oh yeah, man. Gotta make a show, you know. Gotta make it interesting. Gotta have some fun.
Absolutely.
Rain came in last minute. We were hoping, me and Smart there in second and third, we were hoping for it, man. Sleesher had a 5-second gap on us. We were hoping for that rain to come in, make a caution come out, so we could have an even chance at winning the race. But Sleesher ran away with it. Props to him.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, as he's doing his burnout, going backwards on the track.
And
Congrats
you said
to
you had
him.
to make it interesting. Walk me through what happened there. Like, what was going on there, and really, like, why was SmartCoder so upset with you?
What part of the race specifically?
I'm talking about the end here. Sorry.
And yeah, no,
Which part of the
Smart really,
race?
I wouldn't say he was really mad at me. He hit the wall a little too hard. Got some engine damage, some wheel alignment damage, I believe, and slowed him down real bad. So I caught him before the end of the race, and I made him pretty mad. And so we got second place from it. Passed him, got by him, and
And that
he
was
never
it.
recovered. Yeah, he never recovered.
All right.
Dropped to
Well,
third.
congratulations on your second place. Certainly going to help you in the points just a little bit.
100%.
And we will hopefully see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Thank you. Oh. We both did the same thing. That's awesome. I'm sorry for that horrible laugh. That was horrendous. I apologize. So I guess we're going to... Who do you want to interview? Alright. Polar's not even in here. Polar's not in the VC to interview. I can't pull him. Well, okay. I've been told to interview you again. He's in victory lane this time. Sleesher... Oh, I'm bald. That's awesome. Sleesher will come to victory lane. He celebrates his race win here at New Hampshire. The Xfinity 21 was very, very fast this afternoon. All the troubles came and went. Again, the thunderstorms are here in real life, but they're gone for Sleesher. He'll win the race and celebrate in Gatorade Victory Lane. Congratulations, Sleesher.
Thank you.
The shortest interview of all time. 2 words. Thank you. That's it. That's great. All right, well, I guess before we leave, honestly, I kind of want to look at the fastest laps of the race here. Just curious. 32.1, 32.2 seems to be the range that most of them were looking for. And with that, thank you all for coming out and watching the race here in New Hampshire. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully my commentating didn't suck horribly. If it did, I apologize. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch you next time here on the Jackal Racing Network. Until next time, take care. See ya.